being struck by lightning doesn't give you any powers. They caved my head in with a pipe and beat me for several hours. But as I lay there half conscious, with my nuts exposed to air, I looked up to the blackened sky and said an ancient prayer. Lord, if you're there, please infuse my nuts with the power of 1,000 suns.
Holy shit, you're real?
Let there be thunder and lightning, acorn shot from the tree of life. Thunder and lightning, high voltage nerves lighting up the night. Mighty balls gifted from Odin's house. Thunder and lightning,
Suck 'em!
Hey pretty lady, you're looking real fine. This is our first date. I'm not like other guys. I can tell that you have played it safe your whole life. So let's get naughty and break a couple rules tonight. Sneak in a movie, no one will ever know. Then run on private property and hold each other close. Beneath the moonlight, I've got a fun idea. Lean and kiss a cheek and gently whisper in your ear. Let's steal a car tonight. Commit a felony with me and drive until the sunrise. Let's steal a motherfucking car tonight. Be young and alive. See, let's commit some crimes.
Hey, I like you.
I got your flowers. Let's get some coffee. Look deep in my eyes and tell me about your family. We can hold hands, then you can watch me shoot cocaine into my eyes and rock a family. Let's steal some art tonight. What's a few Picassos when you're on a sexy date eyes? Let's steal some precious fucking art tonight. Young and alive. And cross some state lines.
Or, you know, we could go a little more traditional. Go for a walk, watch a movie. Actually, there's a really nice flower exhibit at the Botanical Gardens. Ninja Brian was just telling me about that last week. he loved it. Wait, you know what? Fuck it!
Let's kill some guy tonight. We're holding hands and laughing while we shank him in the starlight. Let's take a motherfucking life tonight. We're young and alive. Which I can see for that guy. Yeah. Let's kill 5 guys tonight. The cherry cola while we blast a savage drive-by. Let's kill 10 guys tonight.
You know what? First date, let's pump the brakes on the murders.
Let's kill 5 guys tonight. I'll take you back to your place and we'll craft a perfect alibi. Man, we had fun tonight. We're young and alive. And you can call me anytime.
Good first date. Want to do it again next week? No? Oh, alright.
Are are we live? Yes, we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to an exciting Monday stream, where today we are jumping back into it with the 7th part of our Outer Wilds playthrough, where today we will see if I can figure out what we do next. Very up in the air in my abilities to do that. But before we get into all of that, I have a simple question for all of y'all. How have your weekends been? How are your weeks shaping up to be? And most importantly, how are you all doing? I'm doing pretty okay. Like I said, I got a nice big long weekend. Sorry I didn't end up streaming yesterday. Decided to take Sunday as a down day to make sure I'd be up and fully fucking ready to go for a Monday stream. And maybe, no promises on this one. Maybe even one more. But we'll just have to see for that. I has a laptop now? Hell yeah, Terramon. Portable and online. I'm doing poggers. I'm glad to see that. Returning chatter Atrix Blob. I don't know why, but for me, you're marked specifically as returning chatter. So, congratulations. I know things. Wait, does that mean you don't follow? Hold up. Atrix Blob, are you not following? Is that why this chat thing is pointing you out to me? That'd be fucking hilarious if you had been gifted a sub. I'm good here. Hell yeah, Quest Wizard. I gotta buy a bunch of spray paint today once I get off the clock. Oh, what you doing? What you spraying up? Nice. Hey, V, thank you for the 2 years and 2 months, my guy. I don't think I'm followed. I'm sorry. I find that fucking hilarious. That's amazing. Thanks. Thank you, Atrix Blob. Oh, and I guess on behalf of Terramon. Oh, Atrix Blob. And welcome. But I think with that, we should be pretty solid to just fucking hop in. But one second, I think Triggerfire's doing bullshit again. Because I'm not hearing anything coming through. Got the recording? Hell yeah. Custom model painting. Oh, you use spray paint for that. Okay, getting a good chrome paint. It's going to be the most crucial. Hey, Terramon, thank you for the 2 years and 2 months, my guy. Yeah, something seems to be going on. Triggerfire. 1 second. Let me see if I can save that. Hey, that's not scuff on my end, Terramon. That's scuff on Triggerfire's end. Okay, we'll just toggle on, toggle off, save. And then he's like, let me check the nice. Huh. Oh, because I have changed nothing since last time I streamed, and it
Outer
was
Wilds is
working.
Among Us but HD.
Oh, Outer Wilds is HD Among Us. Gotcha. Wait, then who's the traitor? Is it the guy in the hammock? I hope it's the guy in the hammock. Alright, so today, the most important thing, and you cannot prove absence, Terramon. That is literally a fallacy. That is literally a well-known fallacy. You cannot prove the lack of something. Alright, so Ash Twin Project, only thing we have left. The central chamber inside Ash Twin was physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell. The Nomai plan to construct a technology capable of producing 22... Okay, that's not actionable. That's just description. Every memory recorded by a Nomai statue is transmitted to a corresponding storage unit within Ash Twin. An advanced warp core was approved for installation in the central chamber. Okay. So Ash Twin has a central chamber. but it should be physically sealed off. So is there a location with a teleporting platform to Ash Twin? Because like for the Black Hole Forge, we had to go to Ash Twin and hop on that teleporter to go to the Forge. Because the other teleporter sent us outside the planet instead of to the inside planet one. So where is there a teleporter pointed at Ash Twin? Nomai took ore. Once the shell was finished, the Nomai checked to ensure there were no longer any physical entrances or cracks. Black Hole Forge. A warp tower alignment point is not its warp receiver. Rather, a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body. They function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. 6 warp receivers are being constructed. Okay, so there's 6 warp receivers. There's Sun Station and all the planets, right? So we have Sun Station. I don't think there's one that goes from you to Timberhearth, is there? I know there's one to Brittle Hollow. So there's 6. So if we assumed it goes to everywhere, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there should be a 6th, yeah? Where was that? That wasn't high energy, that was Black Hole Forge. Towers were constructed on Ash Twin, while the 6 warp receivers were constructed at different locations. And the Nomai Poke successfully forged an advanced warp. Okay, they already have an advanced warp. Okay, what I think that means for me is I need all of the sand off of Ash Twin so I can look at all of these towers. I need to see exactly how many towers there are on Ash Twin. And if one of them obviously goes to somewhere unexpected. Because obviously 6 locations matches up with what the Quantum Moon does. It has 6 locations. But one of those locations isn't the sun. And we know Sun Station is one of the 6 receivers. But also, I don't know if... Is there a teleporter from one twin to the other? No, because it said they're so close together that they act as one. Good midday. Do my eyes deceive me? I've started 1 hour earlier, Marcy, than I normally do. I don't know what to tell you, my guy. Okay, so that's Brittle, Moon, Bramble. That means the twins have to be around the backside, yeah? Alright. They do deceive you most days. Do. But on Monday, too? Yeah, well, I've got an extra long weekend, so I got time. Alright, let's see if this flies me into the sun. Alright, so we're gonna go to Ash Twin and try to count up the towers, I guess? Each tower is supposed to be shaped like one of their location. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely gonna get me into the sun. Alright, this should do it. Oh, true, tomorrow's America Day. Absolutely. The day of true Americaning. Americaning. America. I mean, we also celebrate Cinco de Mayo, Terravon, so I'm gonna say, ain't America's fault we're getting the extra day off. We'd look for every excuse for it either way. Autopilot, undershot target. Thanks, autopilot, then. Okay, so we've got this double tower. Would this be the twins? Would this be the twin zone tower? I need to take my ship off the equator. Alright. So we're gonna be hanging out on Sand Planet for a little bit, because I gotta figure out what I'm missing. You go up. And up has a scroll. I've definitely already read this one, but we'll grab it and bring it with us while I'm looking around. Gonna fucking double check. Let's see, our friends visiting the Hanging City. We are planning Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin's equator. I became lost on Ember Twin. My gratitude that Rami found me. But the High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I imagine our otherwise immensely clever Kanoi would lose his own head if it weren't. So where do you go? Because this is two spots, so I would imagine this is the twins, but we're on one of the twins, so why would they have two twin teleporters? Okay, we're gonna get in alignment with the Storm Planet. No teleport. Okay, we're about to be in alignment with the other twin. So that took us to the twin. Do both of these go to the same place? I mean, obviously this tower even looks broken, but... Okay, so either way, these are the twins. Noted. That's Sun Station. And what are you? what is the hexagonal shape? We're about to be in alignment with Storm Planet. Don't think Brittle Hollow is the one that has 2 floors. Alright, Hexagon is Storm Planet. Sent me back a few seconds. I'll go to Giant's Deep. Okay. And we're back. Let's see here. And this is Brittle Hollow. So that was Twins, Brittle Hollow, Sun. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is 5. And this looks like Timberheart. So there should be a 6th receiver, right? So there should be a 6th location. I guess it could be that other tower that looked broken that I didn't go into. Do we actually know why time resets at this point in the story? Well, the one thing most likely seems to be the Ash Twin Project sends the memories 22 minutes back in time if it senses catastrophic damage. So it could be the supernova causes... Ooh, okay. A catastrophic damage input? And so it does an automatic reset. The other option is that the supernova plugs enough power into something that basically plugs enough power into something that it's able to do a 22-minute portal instead. Hello? Is this... Okay, this is Brittle Hollow. So I was going this way. Because we know they were thinking of using the sun going supernova as a power source. So, but I think they would need a way to specifically redirect that power. And I don't think anything's plugged into the sun to properly make use of it, as far as I can tell. Could be wrong. Alright, so I suppose this... No. This is the only teleporter we didn't use. Hey, isn't that like, when they have the black hole and the white hole things that can get plugged into shit? Isn't this... This is a black hole one, right? Since this roof is busted, are we gonna get sucked up by the storm and not be able to teleport properly? Ooh, okay. Yeah, so I don't think we can properly use this because of that. Like, maybe if I stand back, I could try to make a run for it? We can give that an attempt, though I doubt it'll work. But now I feel like I'm missing something. Right? Because there's 6 receiving pads. But we've only got 5 tower locations. Alright, y'all keep... I'm gonna say, You guys need to cool it with a. You need to try forever. You have infinite time. I do not have infinite patience, however. We have until I get so pissed off I stop playing. That's the amount of time we have. So does anything visually obvious happen? Does the mission board not help at all, or give it apparently I should have all of the information I need, Marcy. If you want me to go over the rumor things though, it has nothing like, maybe if I do this, I can get into the core of the planet. Nothing like that. What I know is there should be 6 receiving pads in the world. But I'm only finding 5 tower locations here. So I feel like I'm missing a teleporter somewhere. Oh! Alright. Fucking what I don't know. I'm gonna say that right there is frustratingly stupid. 18 minutes and 10 seconds ago. Ah, shit. We got, what, only 4 minutes to read everything? Mask receiving data from probe tracking module. Giant's deep memory status, Timber Heart memory status. Aren't there 3 masks? Wait, mask receiving data from... Oh, one of these is just receiving from the probe tracking module? Oh, wait, that's where the mask is, not where the person is. Okay, here are masks. Oh shit, should I have had something with me? That don't seem good. In the Black Hole Forge, you read the warp window is multiple seconds long, and stepping onto a warp pad during the window would instantly teleport you. Yeah, I mean, I know how the teleporter works. Yeah, I just took I just tried literally every teleport platform available on Ash Twin. And it was the last one. Then we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here, in this space, we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin Project, powerful enough to send information back in time. Excuse me. We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since experimenting at the High Energy Lab, I still can hardly believe Randy's hypothesis was true. Pope just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the damn, this... Alright, okay. Music, you're gonna have to fucking chill it. I cannot hear myself. Now, Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. It was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. The cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. The important point is we are all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I am no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Our friends on Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Malo tells me the cannon is doing well and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. But then, if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in on the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Malo will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Malo part of the problem? Is there anything behind me? Alright, there's a bunch of those that we could plug in. Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin succeeds, or in any event fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, the structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which will in turn supply power to the Ash Twin, that the Ash Twin project requires. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. But I thought they gave up on the Sun. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin. Here's what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive an order to fire at the Sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the orders of the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Okay, so the orbital probe cannon is the third mask. Okay. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data back from the cannon and launch back in time. Okay. So they created a time loop to send the probe a bunch of times. Okay. I guess that's a way to get infinite data quickly. But yeah, do you have a way to cancel the loop? Because if the loop goes infinitely, and you wouldn't know until you get the data, because it would be going back in time, wouldn't all your recording data, like, melt or break as it tries to load infinite data at the same time? Well, it's just statistics. No, I bet. What am I Okay, 1 second. So I gotta make sure I don't have time. So Marcy, essentially, so every 22 minutes, they launch a probe into a random direction in space. They're trying to find something. So they launch a probe, right? And the probe goes for 22 minutes. At the end of that 22 minutes, they trigger a loop. So they trigger a time loop. So the probe sends all of its information and the order to fire at a new coordinate back in time 22 minutes. So the probe is launched. It gathers data. Oh, this is not where the eye is. Sends data back in time. We're now back in time. They received the data and the order to launch the probe at a new coordinate. It launches. 22 minutes pass. Then it sends its data back in time. Now you see 2 data points and the order to fire the probe at a new direction. The probe fire. And you do this again and again. The problem with this technologically, like skipping over, the game has said time travel is possible, at least to some degree, yeah? So we're going to skip over that element of it. The technological problem I'm seeing here is that means, because all of this data is loading at once, basically at the moment that the loop restarts, since you only have knowledge of that fraction of a moment, if the probe is launched an infinite number of times, which is what a time loop will create, your computer back at home is going to attempt to load all infinite instances of the probe's data at the same time at the top of a loop. You can't condense infinite info. Like, if you have data, if you try to condense data into an infinitesimally small point, that's what a black hole is. So either A, you're going to break all of your equipment, or B, yes, but they're launching a probe because of time travel an infinite number of times. You assume it has to be completely automated. They just said that like, the reason it's firing now is because a signal is sent every 22 minutes, or in 22 minutes, to the station to cause the supernova. And then the probe automatically sends back its data and the order to fire. but it's not. From the information I have, it appears to be entirely automated. Trigger, yes, so exactly 22 minutes after the order is received, Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. Unless y'all are dead. These words are difficult to write. The Sun Station did not work. Alright. We're caught up to what I know. Yes, Sun Station failed. Suppose we redesign Sun Station to generate power of that magnitude. A supernova is still our only viable option. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, Idea, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. However, this is the closest we have ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We were only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this time. A comet has newly arrived in the solar system, and we're anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. I mean, it's a finite amount of launches? No, it'd be an infinite amount of launches, just until they find the eye. Space is infinite, though, as far as we understand. Let's hear. My gratitude for the latest shipment. This ore should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. Once we finish the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Rami and I will be checking the interior, then the exterior for cracks, our final safety check. This is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check, specifically mine? If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. We'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects Ash Twin could lead to disaster. Hey, Chaotic
Headshot.
Owl. Thank you for the 2 years and 2 months, my guy. Let's hear. They're aware it's somewhere in this part of space. There's still, though, infinite fucking directions, you know? Alright. The Nomai are made aware of the eye that has been found, the loop after it is found. So the loop and data collection only goes until the eye is found. Alright. I'm just saying, there is an amount of data that you'd have to be willing to condense down. Like, obviously, they can try to reduce this down to a singular bit and all, but still, depending on how many degrees, how much area around the probe can detect, when you're working in three-dimensional space, a cone is still a massive chunk of space. We will see. At this point, I'm gonna need them to give me some more info. The eye that's better than the smallest flower opening in the shell of the plant. I think I already read that, didn't I? Did I already read all of these? Let's see. I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed. No, it isn't. Oh, I remember this one. Let's just scan it all, make sure we get all of this. Okay. Do I need to take any of these back to the, vision table? I don't think I need the vision table, right? I think I probably don't need most of this just because this is the last place I've gotten to. I think this would probably be an interesting find if you hadn't gotten here. If you hadn't gotten everywhere else first. Yeah, there's no change in data. Alright. Hello there. Artificial gravity control. You are about to access the core while the Ash Twin project is active. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. But if I do that, don't I die? Wait, if I remove this, then... do I die? And everything go boom?
It baffles me that they are still writing in cursive. Ha. Ha. Ha.
But like, nah, seriously, hold up a sec. Like, if I was to pull this right now, since the sun's already going nova, don't I and everybody just fucking die? Isn't that just the end? Am I trying to die? Hold up, wait, what's my goal here? You know, we're gonna let this one pass. We're gonna let this one go past. All right, we're gonna hold up and recollect here. Listen, even if I don't do it now, we can still kill me later, okay? I just need to collect info. Oh! Damn, it just sucked me right in. Okay, the signal is sent. Can I... Can I stop the signal being sent to Sun Station? Or are we just at the end of my son's life cycle, right? We're just at the natural end of the life cycle, so the sun's gonna explode no matter what? Hauled out chamber inside Ash Twin. There are 8 monoliths with nomai masks attached. 3 of the masks are actively receiving data from the probe tracking module, Giant's Deep, Timber Art, respectively. Ash Twin projects were designed with the energy of the supernova triggered by Sun Station to send a probe data from the orbital probe cannon 22 minutes into the past. Sun Station did not work. Although Ash Twin project was theoretically sound, the nomai were unable to power it. There's an advanced warp core inside the protective casing at the center of the planet. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin. Yeah, and then I just fucking die when the sun goes boom. So... That was a warp core. Yeah, that was a warp core. There's only one place I can plug a warp, at least that I'm aware that I can plug a warp core, right? Would be the derelict ship. But the derelict ship is like grown into Bramble. So even if I plug in the warp core, God, so you would have one chance to rip the warp core, fly it to Dark Bramble, slow creep past the anglerfish, plug it into the ship, and then put in the correct coordinates. Alright, we're gonna go check out Dark Bramble for a second, okay? This is not our final loop right now. So let's go ahead. So there's a couple of things I'm going to want to mark then. I'm going to want to mark the vessel so we just know where that is. I don't know the timing for when the Ash Twin Project teleporter becomes revealed. But I know since it's on Ash Twin, I have to let, what, at least 5 minutes go by before I'd be able to use it? You might want to look at your map before you do anything. Wait, would I have a way to warp out? Yeah, I'd have a way to warp out of the Ash Twin. That warp platform should still work. But I might have to wait for some time as well. So I have to let like 5 minutes pass. Let's, like, obviously these aren't exact numbers. But if I let like 5 minutes pass for the sand to clear, then I have to wait an amount of time for it to align to teleport me. But that should be about less than a minute. Then I need to get in there, unveil the core, turn off gravity, grab the core, get back to the platform, and wait at the platform about a minute. All right, fine. I'll look at the map. What am I looking at? Alright, that pissed something off, but I think we should be close enough. Look at the suit map. Suits don't have maps. Look, what my suit? There's a place where one arm and the other arm go. I don't need a map for that. Alright, there was... Where was it? Orbital probe? No. Southern... Alright, wait. Hold on. I need, 1 second, y'all. I need my snipping tool, okay? Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I need the, I need to take a snip of something. Now, let's just, okay. Yep, just gonna... keep that off to the side for a moment. Ah, shit, where's the... Ah, here we go. Okay, because I've got a theory. I've got a theory about something. I was drawing on a thing earlier, yeah? So So let's just say, so I get in here, we say we have the fixed core, or the new core, plug in the core. Then we need to send power here. Then I need to draw that. Oh my god, can we? Okay. Yeah, so this is definitely shapes that we can draw here. So we do that. So it gives us the direction. We do power. Then we shift this. What, back to here? And if we had a fixed core, maybe something happens? I'm a little saddened we don't get like a failed thing happens to let me know if I even kind of understand what's going on. But if the thing is that I'd really like some way to reassure that I'm doing even vaguely the right thing. There's no power for a failed thing. Yeah, but even like just an error message that's like, sorry, dude, we don't have power to go to those coordinates, or damage detected on the thingy. Good. Okay. Okay. So we could draw these coordinates. I have them sent over there. Let's check on the timing of things. We're going to skip forward less than 5 minutes. Oh! What? What?
Should we explain?
What? How did I break reality? But I didn't pull out the core thing. What the fuck? But I didn't break the
Accidentally
thing.
activated an Easter egg ending.
How? What did I activate?
When you went into the ATP black hole last loop, you created a clone.
Okay, so when I went through, I made a clone, but I didn't see me. You would have had to check the map?
The clone wakes up in ATP and you woke up at Timber.
The clone woke up at 8.
Lore stuff.
Alright, so are we starting from before that? Or is this my last loop now? Okay. So can I go say hi to me? So is there something I can do with my clone? a little sad you could do that without knowing you've done it. That's a little sad. It just seemed like I gotta go back in time like usual.
Clone U is gone now. It loads an older instance of the game to prevent soft lock.
Alright. If I clone me and talk to me, though... Well, it seems like I should. I should take advantage to go talk to myself. Hey, listen, you all know about the infinite Eric idea, so... why wouldn't I take the chance to talk to myself?
And so begins the infinite Eric.
Exactly. Alright, so we're at Sun Station now. We need to get to Twin Station. But do you know the code for this clone? No, I do not know this creature's clone code. So we could be in trouble here, y'all. I'm gonna head back to my ship to refuel and everything. Huh. My mirror staring back at me. Oh, wait, is this twins? I think this is twins. Alright. Might be wrong. I think this is them. Yep, and now we wait. So what do you guys think? You think I'll be able to rip that core out? Hey, I want to make sure I have maximum... Crazy. We have to get maximum timing efficiency. If I'm going to try to rip out that core, take it to the vessel, and get that code plugged in. Because we have to do the stealth mode thing past the fish in order to get a chance. And that eats up a ton of time. It's a door. Damn, not quite over here. We might have to wait for what? One more cycle of that storm to come by? We are getting close. So yeah, I think a 3-minute skip will be minimum. Probably need more than that. But 3-minute skip minimum to get here, to make sure we're here ahead of time. Then I gotta figure out how long it takes me, so I won't have to do any of the reading. So I just have to open the cord, turn off gravity. But I do think that means I have to go the whole pathway, because while gravity's on, I doubt I can just jump back. Also, crank the music, because banger incoming. Okay. Who said it's gonna take 2 more passes of the storm? Look at this shit. Storm hasn't even come past again.
Wear my space helmet QWQ.
Hey, we gotta redeem if you want me to put on a space helmet. At least I did turn that. I turned that on, right? Damn, okay, that's some heavy gravity. So I can't even use rotation try to get ahead of this. Okay. Gravity off second. We'll open the core first. You did redeem? Did I miss it? I'm seeing text to speech. Hold on, let me check. Text to speech. Text to speech. My guy, I'm not seeing Ryjan Ash. Are you lying to me? Yeah, so that took at most like a minute. Then we would grab. And does this just stay on? I saw it too. All right, hold up. Okay, I'm gonna scroll back. I'll scroll back through history. All right, 1 second, you nerds. I'm sorry if I don't quite trust you, but let's see. Stream manager. So your text to speech, text to speech, text to speech, text to speech. The last tardy change 21 minutes ago. All right. All right, well, check that. No. Alright, so we'll go here. Where is space helmet? No, not hay. But we could do hay and space. No, we'll just get space helmet. Oh. Hey, there we go. All right, we good. So is this just always on? All right, it looks like that's just always on. So we do not need to wait a cycle for this to come back. All right. Okay. So that gives us a lot of time. So if we park our ship relatively close to the twin teleporters, we can go in and in under a minute get that core unlocked, grab the core, get out. So that'd probably be what? At most a 3-minute sync to go in, grab, get out, get into the ship, I think. So with a 3-minute time sync there, that leaves us 19 minutes. However, it sounds like we need to do a 5-minute wait before this tower is unlocked. So about 8 minutes. If we just round that up to 10 total minutes, wait for the towers to reveal, get in, grab, get out, get in our ship. That leaves us with 12 minutes to get to Dark Bramble, and navigate to the ship. Get the coordinates in and fire her up. Honestly, not difficult, I would say. Not difficult to get to Dark Bramble and navigate through Dark Bramble in 12 minutes time. So at 12 minutes time, get into Dark Bramble, go through. We will say maximum time for a slow drift. Say we get bad luck and we get anglers everywhere. Would be what, 5 minutes is a good maximum to put in? Which leaves us with 7 minutes once we're at the ship to put the core in, get the coordinates plugged in, and more importantly, figure out what the settings we like, where we need that power orb and whether we need the thing on the panel up or down. Because I don't know. I don't know what position all the switches need to be in, you know? Alright, I'm a pee because we need to waste time and because I need to pee. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Did you guys riot? Did you riot without me? Aw, looks like nobody's rioting. That's good. Incoming clone while he's peeing. Oh no, I'm gonna pee on my clone. So has anybody been keeping track of how much time we've had this loop going for? Nope. Oh, okay. There's some text in here that does. Ah, yeah, that's right. I think it was further back, right? Yeah, it was further back. Oh, damn. 9 minutes. So let me guess. Another ending you can get is you rip this out and then just let things go supernova and die. Is that it? Is that like the 3 endings? Is you cause a causality loop? You end all existence in this solar system, or maybe the ship thing. But I don't see what the ship could do, right? Because Bramble has grown into the ship, so I doubt it could take off. I suppose while we're waiting, I could see if we have any song requests queued. No, no song requests. Okay. That's okay. I guess we gotta just chat a little bit. So, how are all y'all feeling? To be honest, it's futuristic TP tech. A plant is worthless when faced with space-time. What are we waiting for? Waiting for 9 minutes to pass so we can clone ourselves and then talk to ourselves. Yeah. Caricretes? I don't know if I ever
Sad.
double checked on your name pronunciation, but is it Caricretes or Caricretes? I think it's
He wants
Cretes,
a friend, isn't
right?
that cute?
It's kind of that Greekish, like, hero-styled name. Cretes. Or Crates? Carrie Crates? Kari Crates? Sorry. But yeah, all you have to do is, does anybody want to teach our friend here, Kari Crates? It's Cretes? Like crates? Oh,
Kratos.
it's crates. Not Kratos. Alright. Carry crates? So is it car or a, is it A or R? Care or car? Carry crates. Crazy crates. Curry crates. Wonder if the meditate does that. Would be an oversight if it didn't. True, but I feel like the meditate, like programming wise, doesn't actually pass the time. It just reloads you. Why do I only see my VIP badge and not the tardy yes dance? Are you not subbed right now, crazy? Are you trying to bait someone into giving you a sub? Is that what you're doing? Because, I mean, crazy, I'm not seeing you use any emotes. Crazy, I just think you're not subbed. Yeah, I'm only seeing the free ones show up. Nah, dude, like, maybe you're seeing the badges. I'm not seeing the badges. I'm only listen, I have 2 free emotes, I think, and that is Scuff and High. If you can't do any of the other emotes properly... Oh, yeah, and Snipe. Yeah, I'm only seeing my free emotes coming out of you, my guy. Damn, crazy. Sounds like something's borked. Is anyone else seeing crazy using actual emotes? Quick, play an ad! Get his ass! Fucking kill him! Tear his fucking eyes out. Yeah, crazy. It looks like you just refused to pay for a sub or something. I don't know. Ooh, anyone hear that sound? Boom. Headshot. Hey. God damn it, Tara. Don't support his thievery. Make Crazy pay for his own sub. Well, there you go, Crazy. Congrats. You should have a little tardigrade now. Although, Crazy, if you want to upgrade your badge, you could buy yourself a tier 2 sub, and then you get a cowboy hat. Doesn't that sound nice? Have a cowboy hat on that badge? You'd be the only one with it. Everyone's either a tier 1 or a tier 3.
Did I tell you how I got arrested? I left my car at the bar and took the bus home. Apparently I was too drunk to drive that too.
Ah. Damn, dude. They let you just take that bus? Congrats. And how you doing, Ratchet? Hello and welcome. Bah. Does song request work by redeem it? No, you don't need to actually do a redeem. It's a free command here. Could someone please teach Kari Crates how to do a redeem? Basically, it'll be exclamation point S. Is that? Am I clipping off? Hold on. Actually, let's. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll do that. Because my head was clipping off there, and I don't like that. God damn it. All right, we're getting rid of the helmet for a second. I'm sorry. It makes it too hard to edit me. All right. Gonna... All right, there. Now I'm not clipping off on that side, though obviously I'm clipped over here. So let's see here. Where's me? There. Bah. Bah. Go a little further. Bah. Bah. Okay, that should be good. Now we get our space helmet back. Bah, bah. All right, now we're good. Now we're good and clean and slightly clipping off the side over here, but much better than how we were doing over there. Good, we're good. So it'll be exclamation point SR followed by the YouTube link. Oh, you son of a bitch. You
Boom.
son of a bitch.
Headshot.
Doing fucking... Doing coconut mall. Oh, really? God damn it. Stop scroll wheeling. There we go. Interact. And we can, we could play this. And, ban video. There we go. There we go. Now let's... Wait, still 9 minutes? 2 minutes. Okay. We're getting close then. We're at 2 minutes, y'all. Song request coming through? There we go. Alright, so does that make sense for you now, Carry Crates? Yeah, now you got it. You can do song or SR, I believe. Both should work. And if you want to know what's playing right now, it'll be exclamation point song question mark. Right here, right now. Come on, suck me! Suck me! I need a clone, so suck me! I just feel like the meditate, programming-wise, just restarts the loop. Doesn't actually consider where you physically are when the loop ends, would be my expectation. So wait, can I keep going through the hole? We'll think about that later. Alright, y'all. So you said my clone is in the core? In which case we should doze off for a few minutes. Let that sand clear out at least a little bit. We probably won't do like a full 5-minute wait, but we'll let a couple minutes pass. Now I might not need sand to clear up, but since this cycle's gonna end anyway. So I gotta put the suit on? View map. You are here, you are... What? How could I be in 2 places? Alright, and now we'll be able to see how close to the timing 3 minutes is, right? So that'll be pretty solid. God damn it. Hey, autopilot, why did you undershoot the target? Yeah, we seem to be in the core. Alright, so let's go see. So we did 3 minutes, flew over here, got a good landing. We'll let this storm pass. Because it looks like 3 minutes didn't clear everything. Well, it might be pretty solidly close, honestly. It would be great if I could just do a 3-minute wait instead of a 5-minute wait. I have no confidence in my ability to do everything quickly. Alright, no. 3 minutes tower isn't even. Okay. So I'd say we could definitely do 4 minutes, but I probably wouldn't go all the way to 5 minutes, honestly. Exactly, Quest Wizard. Get the compromise. Make sure we're fueled up and good. If you had a clone, what kinds of pranks would you do? Haha, I do the prank of creating a digital copy of me and cloning an entire society. Get clone pranked society, and then I take over the universe. Yeah, that'd be the prank I'd pull if I had a clone. Alright, we're good. We are safe from the storm. And I think it might actually full clear right before it comes past, which might be an intentional timing thing here. Hell, I might not even do 4 minutes, maybe 3:30? Close to 4 minutes is what we'll do. So can I loop again and there be 2 clones now if I go through the portal? Or if there are 2 clones there, that counts as breaking the time-space continuum. Hey, who's this handsome fucking devil? Sure, 2 of us is great and all. But is it the greatest? What about the day we, what about that one? Alright, that one's still the greatest. I know, right? Today's probably the next greatest day of our life after that. Think it's okay that there's two of us? Well, we're talking to each other, nothing exploded yet. It seems positive. Hopefully not. Besides, an extra version of us is definitely better than if we create an extra anglerfish or something. Ugh. Setting a pretty low bar. Yeah, we're charming. Fewer teeth, too. So, hey, what do you think happens if you don't jump in the black hole again at the end of this loop? If I don't, then where did you come from? So I don't think I'm a figment of your imagination or anything like that. That is what a figment of my imagination would say. You see, this right here. This is why you guys need a code in case you ever find a clone of yourself. Are you being sassy? You can't sass me. You are me. At any rate, it's been good talking to me. Incredibly strange, but good. Started a current loop by popping out of the white hole inside the Ash Twin project. Alright, y'all. Honestly, though, I think, because of how quickly I did this, I think we make the attempt, y'all. Since time-space is gonna break anyway, we make the attempt. Who is that? That's me! That's me from last loop. Oh, you son of a bitch. No. And hey, maybe if we're lucky, we get to take our clone with us. Hey, friendo, I'm gonna try something stupid. See you never. Where's the ship? Ship over there. Let's go. Let's hear, where's Bramble? Where's Bramble?
Time for the certified hood classic music.
We can't hear the banger because of the sound, because of the song request. Autopilot aborted. Why? Hey, is it playing the music? Like the "You're Gonna Die" music? Ooh, wow. Okay. It's a remix for when you take out the core? Okay. Oh, that's bad. So I have the thing where I alt-tabbed at one point, so I can't lock on, which sucks. But I also don't want to spend the time to... We're gonna point at red. I gotta step out for a second. Make sure I mark the vessel. We're gonna have to slow creep past that fish. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. So wait, what happens if I die? I guess we're about to see. Same thing. Alright. What sucks, I just lost all of my momentum I'm trying to go through. Oh, well. Alright. We try again. Okay, so the wait is up to 4 minutes, I think. Wait, but that was because of the clone? Time fracturing was because of the clone. The fish being there wasn't because of the clone. Alright. We're going. Hey, is it daytime? Thought it was never daytime when I, take off. Oh, wait, no, I waited 3 minutes, right. Right. So, I request, okay, we'll pause. We'll pause that for now. What? Why do you abort? Why did you abort? Alright, they're the twins. Boom. Headshot. Hey. Is it DLC? No DLC. Yeah, no DLC. This is my first time playing through it all. And hello there, Zatoichi Hanzo. I'm Eric, yes, that one. I'm a pudgy little tardigrade who likes to play video games. Hello and welcome to my first blind playthrough of this Outer Wilds. We can alt-tab for a sec so I can close this. Pop back in, storm will pass. Ship is relatively close, but not close enough that it'll ever get sucked up by the storm. We skipped 3:30. Oh, okay. Well then, I'm afraid, Zatoichi Hanzo, someone has redeemed something on your behalf. So I simply have to say, Zatoichi Hanzo. Ara. And an official welcome to our fucking group of weirdos here. It's tradition. It must be done. Alright. We might have one more storm cycle around us. Means pretty bad timing, but we should be mostly fine here. Arigato kosaima. Eric, yes, that one, son. God, okay. Can we not... we need to not. We need to not go into Japanese. Oh god, it's cringe. I'm cringing. No! I'm gonna be killed. Killed by cringe. God fucking damn it. What? It's not like I like you or anything. Bakas. Listen, it was a level of cringe I was not inoculated for. There are certain amounts of cringe I could take, and certain amounts I cannot take. and immediately responding to an ara redeem with an arigato koisaima is too much. It's too much, man.
Yate watashi tachi otamaru tsumura desu ka, you otabia?
I don't know. Not quite sure what you just said there, Atrix. Pretty sure you're quoting something. Not even sure what. Is that a JoJo reference? Okay, teleport, core, bramble, ship, coordinates. Alright, I have the coordinates saved over there in a snip. We should be good.
How are you going to stop us, water bear?
God, I'm immune to everything, but not to cringe. Watashi wa Chico no Wookie solo. Ah 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 ah.
Cringe is another form of radiation though.
Yeah, but it's a mimetic radiation. Listen. Tardigrades are immune to a lot of things. There's been no evidence purported that they are immune to mimetics. Ow! Bitch! Alright, let's get to the ship. We gotta go. Listen, I am inoculated specifically against Juniper cringe. All other forms of cringe are still highly effective. Is my autopilot not even turning on? Alright, there we go. Core snatched, suit punctured, let's fucking go! So what's the goal now? I don't want to spoil anything. I'm seeing if I can get this thing to the ship and plug in the coordinates and see what the fuck happens? I don't know. No clue. But that's the only place I know of off the top of my head that I can plug this thing in. And also, I have not used the coordinates that I've gotten.
Are you challenging us to
anything.
cringe you out?
And that's also the only place I know of for certain that I can plug coordinates in. Ah, damn it. Oh my god.
This little maneuver will cost us 57 years Arakai Cowboy North.
Hey. Alright, what are we... Half 12. Fuel tank damaged? Fuck! And it turned me around. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, I gotta jump out to repair this. Fuck. What? Yo, why'd you fucking launch towards this thing, you piece of shit? We leaking fuel? Okay. God, this is bad. I think I have a couple of minutes I could spare of extra time since we didn't have to do a 5-minute wait. We got away with like a 3.5. But not a lot. Not a lot. Can't lose that fuel. Alright, that'll be fine enough. Who needs electricals? Yeah, fuck the electrical system. Exactly at her ass. Right, are we seeing any fish? With 300, doesn't even matter. Okay, let's go. So this is the big one. This is the one we just have to slow drift through and hope for the best. Oh, took out the danger, redeemed Marcy. Fuck you guys. Junie had a great playthrough, a little slow on the puzzles though. I don't know, what do you think? I feel like I wasn't the fastest on the puzzles either. How would you compare me to Junie at her ass? Alright, alright. We're gonna keep drifting. I could probably do a puff. Something growling, but not quite angry. Okay, that was angry. 500 though should be close enough. Just don't hit the spike. Hey! No! Alright, good, we went through. We got through. I don't need the ship. It's okay. Don't need it. We don't need it anymore. This is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, fucking, we ditching. Don't need it. Don't need it. It's not important. Wait, where's... There it is. There's the hole. Alright. Yeah, we good. We good. It's fine. It's fine. Listen, no. Don't worry. It's fine. We've got a bigger ship. We still have half a ship. We are still flying half a ship, y'all. Oh, damn. We got gravity. Alright, hold up. Pause. No. Raijin, it's fine. We've got this ship. We're on a ship. We're on a ship that has power. It's fine. We're fine. Alright. So got it. I've got my code up on screen, so nope. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. So L, then it's fucking what? Loop-de-loop? Yeah, that looks right. For this we need bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. And don't worry, it runs on. That's so lovely. Oh. Do I...
Common Eric W. Collision. Collision. Collision.
Can we like sublight forward? So, where does that go? Okay. Well, door is closed. That's all. Alright, is that the only thing I can do? Alright, we're gonna take power out of that for a second, okay? Just want to see what happens. Is this just... Okay, holding position. Yeah, I think this looks like the only... There's one more place I want to check. I just gotta check below. Yeah, no, this... Alright. Yeah, this seems to be the only where... Okay, we're at the south... No, red is north, so we're at the North Pole? So I guess we... Oh, high gravity, okay. So I guess we try to get to the... Try to get to the other pole. Music up.
Yeah, baby, the music Eric he's does.
I don't hear any music. Are these the souls or the dead? Yeah, are we in hell?
Praise the eye, praise
Right,
the eye, praise
but
the eye, praise the eye.
But I've got a picture of it. How's it moving? Yeah, I fucking caught it. It still moved. That means they aren't quantum, though. There's something else. If the picture doesn't hold them, what are they? Huh.
Enter the university.
Oh, do I go up instead of down? Is there like a hole? Doesn't look like I can up.
Is this a Junji Ito story? Why are there so many holes and weird creatures?
Aha. Can... So, like, what? I just keep going? Do we use this as, like, a bridge? Can we get closer? Ah, okay. Gravity changed up here. Okay. Hal? Let me into the ship, Hal! Hal! You know, I gotta talk to me or something, right? I'm not ready for a statue to literally talk to me. The Nomai never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, a Hearthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. At the end of its lifespan, our sun collapsed under its own gravity, then exploded in a violent supernova. Who wrote that? Of all the life forms who perish in the oncoming death of the universe, we will miss the anglerfish the least. The Nomai who came to our solar system were following a signal from the eye of the universe. They perished when the interloper arrived, bringing with it the deadly substance we call ghost matter that flooded the entire solar system almost instantly and
The sign
without
is preaching
warning.
facts.
Hornfell's observations. This is incredible. At first I thought the points of light in this image were stars, but they're not, they're galaxies. And this image covers just a tiny patch of the whole sky, which means the universe contains at least 1,000 times more galaxies than we previously imagined. I think I need to sit down. This is odd. According to our redshift calculations, every single galaxy in this image is moving away from us. In fact, the further away a galaxy is, the faster it appears to be moving. It's almost as if the entire universe is expanding. But if that's true, is everything closer together in the past? And how far back can we extrapolate? Did the universe have a beginning? Hey, Big Bang Theory. Fucking hell yeah. Okay. But it's said to observe. I'm observing. Okay. I don't like this. Oh. Pardon me.
The Burger Gang praises the eye.
Thanks, Atrix Blob. Yeah, I did. Guess we just, gonna be out here eating marshmallows at the end of the universe, then. Alright, no, my shadow freaked me out for a second there. Ah. Hey! Do you hear music? No, not even slightly.
The all new Eye of the Universe Jet Puffed Marshmallows. Now with 30% more quantum particles.
Mmm.
Am I the only one who has no clue what's going on?
How do I... Open. Open sesame. Is there any more? I found a banjo in a house. Yeah, I did. Well, there's no doors into the house. Oh, now it broke. Okay. Oh, not quite broke enough. Oh, hey! It's you! How you doing, my little cowardly boy? It's not quite time yet. Pretty sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, you know, everyone. No rush, take your time. Might not even exist. Oh, thank goodness. Don't have to degrade a house. Oh. Did it just teleport me? So I can't take snapshots, so I can't lock things in. Can't seem to interact with this. As I move forward, those blink out? Oh, okay. Since when was there like a piano? Oh, you know.
The rules of reality do not apply to the eye. It cares not for your tardigrade sanity. It will give you a headache anytime.
Hey, Tardigrade do not have sanity. It's always dark. Stars were beautiful, weren't they? Even if our star is what ultimately killed us. I'll wait here and remember them while you gather everyone. Hey, time pals, you're getting the band back together, huh? Go on, find the others. I'll be here. You don't need me yet, but you will. Hatchland, you found me. Nice to have company around a campfire, isn't it? Go on, get the others. Wouldn't want them to miss out. Aren't you forgetting someone? Oh. We going light speed, y'all. I thought I'd give it a try, see what happens if you try to pull up the map. Oh, sup? A conscious observer has entered the eye. I wonder what happens now. It's time to find out? Well, first I want to talk to everybody. So it begins. Gobrel, what do you say, Time Buddy? Ready to start the music? I suppose
Will
so.
Slane and Best Girl alert Eric ES alarm.
Heh, this should be cool. The song is new to me, but I am honored to be part of it. Jesus! Fuck! Pay attention to the ending cutscene, Eric. Okay. GG beat the game. Yeah, GG, no re. Alright, though, y'all. I guess we, beat Outer Wilds. The more I see and I read about OW, the less plot holes I find. The game is broken. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it that much. Zato Chihanzo. Marcy, you stepped into a game that focuses primarily on quantum entanglement and time travel. Ooh, QA management! Woo woo! QA! Wow. I guess that is, right, so there's a cutscene and all, but I guess that is basically that, y'all. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me today as we, finally beat the Outer Wilds. Did we win? Epic. Yep, we won. Epic. Hope you all enjoyed watching me make my way through this and getting multiple endings, as I seem to accidentally do quite frequently. So I suppose eventually, I gotta think of what we might be doing next. Honestly, there are a couple of games I was thinking of getting through. The tower in this game, where you were learning the quantum rules, really got me itching to do like a dedicated puzzle game. So part of me is thinking of after this going in and maybe doing like a run through Portal or Cube or something, you know, one of those like dedicated puzzle solving games sort of thing. Risk of Rain 2. I don't think I've even played Risk of Rain 1, my guy. Let's see here. Oh yeah, in Junie's playthrough, she removed the Ash Twin core and then flies into the sun? Oh god. And I guess what happens when you do? Do you just die? Is that just another end state you can hit? Alright, what is Risk of Rain? Is it like Portal? Because I was talking about a dedicated puzzle game like Portal or Cube. So if y'all are requesting something that isn't in that area... The screen says you are dead and then credits. Oh. Huh. It's a roguelike third-person game? Wait, is it action roguelike or like strategy roguelike? Because if you guys are gonna try to get me to play an action roguelike, you're gonna be asking for a long-ass time. So is it like Binding of Isaac or Hades? Echoes of the Eye playtesters! Hey, QA! Wait, have you done Return of the Obra Dinn? I have not. So yeah, it's like Binding? Okay. Probably not gonna be very high on my list then. Yeah, I know a lot of people really like Hades. You're welcome, Outer Wilds, for playing you. Oh, Goddamn. All right, let's skip a little bit. No, that's actually a big fucking skip. 14 billion years? How old is our universe currently believed to be? Like 8 at we're like either 4 or 8 billion. Yeah, Marcy, the sun blew up. Hey, look, bug boys. Oh shit, is that Junie? No, they're more like praying manti. Ooh. $14 billion years is ours, I think? I thought we weren't more than 8 billion. Why a scout? So the scout is the oldest thing in existence besides the eye. Exactly. That's what I get for shooting it through the eye, I guess. Oh, and then eventually what? Oh, they went with cycle theory. Okay. Big crunch. Well, y'all, I suppose then we fucking did it. We beat the Outer Wilds. And a little bit ahead of schedule as well. Yeah, that was nice. Let's see, what would I say? I guess we got some time. I don't know. If you guys got any questions, I could do a my review of it, or I could just answer questions from y'all's. I played the game hundreds of times, but it gets me every time. Aww. Well, that's nice, Atrex. Return of the Obra Dinn is a puzzle game made by the same people as Papers, Please. Can recommend if you ever feel like. I'll take a quick. Is that on Steam? I'll take a quick look. I'll see if the starting images of it capture me. Obra Dinn? Return of Obra Dinn. It's here. Okay. Interesting stuff. Oh, the ship! Yeah, I've seen like the first 15 minutes or so of that game. Let's hear The Witness, Steven Sausage Roll. How is nobody just naming Portal when they're naming good puzzle games right now? Y'all are crazy. Let's hear it. Sounds like it wasn't exactly your cup of tea, so I'm curious to hear that. If I was to give... I mean, there's a few ways definitely to approach a review of it. For just like overarching, how I would say is, I found the first 2 to 3 hours of this game really nice. I liked being able to just kind of go out to pick up one of the like rumor lines they gave you, like go to the moon or go find your buddy on Storm Planet. Portal is boring. Go fuck yourself, Marcy. And kind of just getting into one of those rumor lines, just kind of going down it and going from place to place, learning shit and engaging with like the elements that I really enjoyed. The more I played the game, the more disinterested I found myself getting. A lot of the wall scrolls went for a while, and because how the game is kind of designed to let you approach it from a lot of different directions, it started repeating itself, but mixing in 1 or 2 new points of info. So on a lot of those scroll walls, I had to reread a lot of information to get to new information. And because I would start to reread some stuff I found out at a different point, I would start just kind of glazing over. And I found that the more into the game I got, is I became more and more annoyed with having to read everything. I also found myself getting frustrated when I would start to get towards the end of certain lines, and it would be like, well, I guess you gotta go off to a different rumor line to find some stuff, because it was like I got myself really attached to certain plot lines, and then I would be told I have to go pick a new plot line for a little while. It reminds me of when I'm reading a book I really, really like, and it goes to one of the chapters that's like when there's like a big cast of characters. And it goes to one of the chapters of other characters. And you're like, fuck you. Go back to the character I was just reading about. I don't care about this other group of characters. I think, yeah, it was towards the end. I found myself getting kind of pulled out of it, growing kind of slowly less and less into it as time went on, which I think for the level of mystery, the level of depth here is really almost the opposite direction you kind of want to get pulled in. One of the moments I really remember is when we were on to trying to look at the quantum moon, and we got to the tower on the storm planet, and we were suddenly going through like the different levels of learning how quantum worked, and it had those different puzzles on each floor that you had to apply, figure out, and move. I got really excited all of a sudden. I got immediately pulled in because it reminded me of, like, you know, those normal like puzzle games like Portal, like Cube, like many others. And after just kind of the mechanical sameness I had been having up to that point with the game, I immediately was like, oh, fuck yeah. But then it was just like the 3 floors and then it ended, and it felt like I have to go back to what the rest of the game is. I just, that moment just really stuck out to me about how excited I got about the puzzle tower, but that as soon as it ended, like, the solving the puzzles within it didn't really, like you'd use taking pictures to like get the moon in place and to move the other tower, but there wasn't like that rapid iteration puzzles anymore like the tower itself did. Yeah. I think that's ultimately what I'd have to say is I really enjoyed the beginning of the game. I liked being able to go onto a rumor path, explore, find hints, find clues, and keep trying to nail down on something. But I felt like I kept getting pulled off towards other things forcefully. I kept getting a lot of repeated information, hiding new information, which just is inevitably for a lot of people going to lead to growing disinterest with reading if you're not sure if it's going to have something actually new or not. Because it's the only real straight puzzle. The rest is just you floating and with no direction. You grow and you learn about the lore. Glazing can be lethal. It's rare to hear criticism of the game, so any instance to hear is neat. The big thing that hooked me was thinking I could stop the sun from exploding, making Sun Station hit really hard. Okay. Yeah, like I said, like you guys know, I got really drawn into figuring out why I was groundhogging right at the beginning, and I kept just trying to go down those paths. But then I think there's a point along there where you have to go off to explore other things. And instead of feeling like I was being allowed to go explore, it felt a lot more like I was being forced to go explore at that point, because I had gotten really attached to figuring this out, and then I just couldn't anymore. And that's just, I'm very much, I want to complete something before I move on to the next part, you know? I think calling this a puzzle game is a little off. True. No, I agree with that. There's definitely puzzles within it, but I agree it isn't a puzzle game. It was just, the point I was more trying to make with the tower is that when it became a puzzle game for the tower is when I got really excited again, and then it stopped being the puzzle game again. And that's when I felt like I was being pushed away from something I really enjoyed. You actually got all of the info to get to ATP core super early. Could have done that last part super early. I guess true enough, you know? I mean, you guys were there and watching, so I mean, how did you like the comet reveal? That one hit hard for me the first time. Like, it's a little too close to real life extinction events. Oh, So like how they were exploring it and then it broke open and then the ghost matter kind of expanded and took everything out. I mean, it was kind of interesting to learn where the ghost matter had come from and what it was that had officially wiped out the Nomai at the time. But I guess at that point I'd already kind of just sort of internalized that they had been wiped out, that ghost matter was a thing that existed, and they didn't really give much of an explanation for where, like, I think I would have been drawn a lot more into it if that went a lot more into where the ghost matter had come from or kind of what it was. It was almost the least interesting part of ghost matter to me was that it wiped out the Nomai. I was really curious about what it was, where it came from, how it behaved exactly, since it expanded, but then obviously stopped expanding and only exists in a few spaces. How it relates to those crystals. And like, I was curious about all the stuff we didn't get to learn about there. That's a puzzle in the same way a jigsaw puzzle is one. Shipless is crazy from what I've heard. Shipless speedrun. Oh, God. Check YouTube. There's a speed run with the devs reacting to them. Devs reacting to speed runs is always the fucking greatest shit. Because there's always be like a producer and like one of the designers there, and you get the producer going, "Oh, it's really amazing about how people can really explore and find this stuff and keep engaging with the game long after it's come out." And you just see the developers sitting next to them just fucking sweating written across their faces, their brains, like, "Yeah, I love it when we focus in on bugs and mistakes we missed in fixing. It's really great that you brought me in here to point out all the shit I missed." Let's see here. Ghost matter was another red herring to the cause of the supernova since the comet crashed into the sun. Okay. I kept seeing their skeletons in everyday activities and was dreading finding the origin of the calamity. Ghost matter doesn't affect water, animals like jellyfish, anglerfish, and unevolved earthians. That's why when in water, ghost matter doesn't affect you. One of the coolest things about the game, to me at least, is that it started off as a college project in early 2011. As a result, there was a lot of videos out there. It's a very early development, just a student project. I mean, that's fucking amazing. Yeah, no, dude. Anytime a small crew puts out, like, anything, it's always great. And something of this level is pretty fucking solid. Uh-oh, sub gone. Oh, no. Might have the year wrong, though. Fair enough. 749 is currently the any percent speed run, and it's insane to watch. Well, let's think. So, to speed run all the way to the end, like, can you get any of the endings? Or I assume you have to get, like, the official ending. Because you would just have to run, grab the core, get to the ship. So, if you sleep through the timing, then all you need to do is go there, grab the core, get off, get to the planet, get onto the vessel, plug in the coordinates, and go. So if you have the information from the beginning, I think I could do it in 12 minutes probably is my instinct. But obviously that's nowhere near that actual speed run. But I'm just thinking, like, not knowing any glitches, that'd be like my guess. Let's see here. Ghost matter gets neutralized in water, so since the interloper blew up while you were unevolved, four-eyed fish, you didn't die. Remember watching a speedrun with the devs, watching it for Hitman 3, and the dude killed the target in like 5 seconds and clearing the level, and devs being like, how long did that level take to build? A year? And they barely made it in the lobby. I mean, I know a lot of you guys really, really like this game. I remember there are a lot of reviews about it that kind of go on about specifically the ending being a really big point in it for people. So I was just wondering, like, what was all of y'all's reaction to the ending? I know Marcy is currently very seething and coping with a what would that be? Heat death of the universe ending, I suppose. This is probably one of the most accurate ways to describe it. Confusion the first time. There's definitely elements of it I'm still a little confused about. Like, why does the eye show us all that? Like, by going to the eye, did we still die? Did we make it? I thought it was neat. Wasn't actually paying attention through most of the stream. Fair enough, Sour. Ending proved Futurama was right. Talking to everybody at the end reveals a lot of other themes, like how it can be a metaphor for accepting death. Okay. For me, it's about the experience, the lore, how unique the game is, but I was frustrated and didn't understand the game even after I finished it. Ah, okay, okay. The DLC. You guys really want me on that DLC, don't you? The sequence is your character's brain doing all it can to comprehend the eye. Okay. It's better than the base game, in my opinion. Why would you say that, Terramont? I'm pretty curious about that. I'm pretty curious. Because I liked about yeah. Okay. No, no differences. You just liked it more. Come on, Terramont. Why? Well, what were the differences that you enjoyed more? It's hard to say without spoiling. So, like story pieces or mechanics pieces, or there's it's. I'd say you could at least give me the broad. Like, I can't get. You could give me the details of the why more. It was more in depth. It was more focused on lore. It was more focused on an individual. Zelex. It seemed to make a lot of the inverted Brittle Hollow 2 from the ending cutscene. Mm. It's structured in a way I like. The puzzles are harder in the DLC. It's about the same length of the base game. Okay. Go play the DLC now. DLC is one rumor thread pretty much and has minimal repeated info. That is interesting. That I would say those two things interest me. Being able to just dedicate your attention to one plot line and not having to go through a lot of repeated info does interest me to a degree. Did you feel like you get anything out of the game? I don't know if I say that about most games. I don't know. Like, I understand the phrasing there is normally a bit broader. A lot of people, like, if they really enjoyed a game, they'll say they got something out of the game. I don't know. I always look for something a bit more than just having a fun time and whatnot. So what do I think? I think it already explored a few, on the scientific side, it explored a few theories and ideas that I'm already interested and know quite a bit about. Like, you guys remember right when I fell through the hole and popped out, I was like, oh shit, are they going with white hole theory? Then we go into the station and they start explaining what a white hole is. I'm like, okay. They're going with white hole theory. And then kind of a lot of the scientific theory elements I was already somewhat engaged with. I think from what people are telling me, I feel like I might have gotten a bit more out of the game if more of it leading up to the ending had been going along the lines of like learning to accept death, learning to accept an end to something, even when you don't want it to end. I feel like if there had been a heavier or more dedicated build into some sort of final metaphor like that. Well, you die every 22 minutes. Yeah, and you don't have to accept your death or your mistake or anything at all. I would imagine so. I think any bit of media that actually tries to directly engage with, especially the emotion that happens at the end of media, that sense of something you've dedicated a lot of time, emotion, energy to, inevitably coming to an end. Hmm. I don't know. I think Quest Wizard, I do agree. Sun Station could be a big one, but at that point that I got to it at least, there's still the idea floating around of being able to send things back in time. There's still things about like the massive production of energy, quantums. There's the space station that can fly to different places. I feel like it didn't hold the inevitability that everyone has to die to it so much as for me it posed a problem that maybe later on I might find a solution to, you know? I think that's the thing, is the game is organized in sort of that spiraling conversation way, where there's supposed to be hints in one place or another to figure out how to progress something, so that in a structure like that, when you're faced with something like the sun is going to blow up, it feels less like an inevitable doom and more like, oh, that's an obstacle I just don't know how to solve yet. But if I keep looking around into areas like maybe the quantum moon or the mask stuff or something, there will be a way around it. Just an, let's see here. Interesting interaction with Gabbro. If you've already been to ATP, it's about him. If you had the power to end the time loop, should you, like morally? Hmm. Okay. I don't know, Edoras. Like, I think, like I said, right when I finally went through the correct teleporter to get into the, so they're experiencing false hope? That's not even false hope. That's not even bargaining. That is the nature of that game was if you reached a dead end or an obstacle you didn't know how to get around, don't worry, you'll figure something else out if you explore some. That was literally advice all of you gave me at points when I got to dead ends was you probably just need to explore somewhere else to find the ending. The game just sort of knocks in to kind of its mechanics that no obstacle is inevitable, no obstacle is insurpassable. You just need to figure out how to get around it. But, oh, and responding to Edoras, I think if you guys remember kind of how I reacted when I first went through the correct teleporter to get into the Ash Twin, there was that moment where I just kind of stopped for a bit and then went, well, that felt stupidly easy. Was just like, I don't know, like maybe when I was trying to think of things, you remember I was reading, I'm like, all right, they were talking about maybe getting the core from the ship. And if they got it to the black hole forge, they might be able to make a copy of it. So I went, got the thing, went to the black hole forge, and there wasn't anywhere to plug it in. I'm like, okay, I guess that's not it. And the real info you were supposed to divine from it is they already built one and it was in Ash Twin. So it's like it's not so much like putting together pieces of a puzzle to figure out what to do. And I think that's what I like. I think that's probably, I think that definitely is kind of the divide for me. I like puzzles that guide me on what to do much more than puzzles that guide me on where to go, I think. Ultimately, a lot of the putting the puzzles together was just about explaining where you're supposed to be and where things are, and less about you learning how to do something, you know? I kept using that phrase, like, where's some of my actionable information when I was looking through the rumors? I was looking for pieces I could put together that I could then build something with, essentially. I wanted to build an equation out of the information more so than I wanted to follow a map, I think. And I don't know if that's just a me thing or if there were some early rumors that worked like that, and then the later rumors worked in a different way, or what it was. But it definitely, I was definitely, I think, looking for a different rumor structure than the game was doing. And how you doing, Spooky? Thank you for the raid, my guy. What were you up to? I remember when I played Monkey Island 2 way back in the game, no internet times, you would get stuck for days and weeks and the game wouldn't help you at all. This game is like this in a way. It's not straightforward. That's a big thing to this game. It feels oddly difficult. Chances are you're doing it wrong, and there's a way easier way to do it. Like, I'm trying to think, was there ever something that was like you needed a bunch of info to figure out how to do something? Because I remember, like, trying to get to the Black Hole Forge was just about knowing where the teleporter was. It wasn't about trying to perform or get through anything. I suppose the main thing was the quantum moon, right? That was the, let's see, the quantum moon, the reverse tornado were the two things I was trying to figure out how to do something, right? As opposed to just where to be. Yeah, and getting into the core. So I think the entire core mission, right? Because that includes learning about jellyfish, learning about the tornadoes, getting into the one station and looking through the portal to figure out where it was, you know. It was things about learning how to get there, whereas most of the other information was just about learning where things were. I got stuck trying to find Statue Island? Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, no. I think I found that one by accident. I think I just kind of fell off and figured out that there was a hole. Oh, man. The first tornado is great to me. I've seen people be like, that's a tornado spinning backwards. If the regular one sends me up, what does this one do? Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I can actually do a poll then, see kind of what you guys are actually thinking about. So your / poll. We were laying the foundation for understanding non-human intelligent species by looking at our interaction with animals and our environment, basically explaining alien-human possible scenario using ecological principles. Most of it was giving the examples and citations to lay a baseline foundation for the concept. What were some of your more interesting conclusions from that, Spooky? That sounds like an amazing fucking combo point. Let's see here. What we do next? This is not going to be a today thing, but I just kind of want to see what you guys think. I want to see an art stream. This might be a Tuesday plan, might be a next weekend plan. Outer Wilds DLC or puzzle game. Those are kind of where I'm at. I'll give you all 2 minutes to look through this because I wanna let's see. It feels good when you find shit for yourself here. Hi, son. How you doing? So, you know what? Actually, there's also one thing I just want to do. Hold up. 1 second. One second. We're actually relaunching the game real quick. There's just one thing I want to do. Hold up. There's one thing. Should be relatively quick. There's just one real quick thing. By the way, poll is live for what I'm going to end up doing next. Not like next today, but next stream, essentially. I'm doing okay. We ended up beating Outer Wilds. Alright, yeah, hold on, one sec. There's just something I gotta do, okay? Shit, I can't just doze off. Fuck. Alright, well, we're gonna be sitting here for 22 minutes then. I say wait a few months for the DLC, and when you do play it, think about the story implications. 1 second. Think about the story implications of what you see, make theories, don't just let the game say that. God damn it. Y'all shut up for a second. Basically, the probe finds the eye, which just happens to activate the memory statues just as you walk by one of the observatory on your way out. So your communications that are based off of contextual actions and behaviors, along with body language, the qualities that are uniquely human that belongs to Homo sapiens species, and how pack bonding works, and the simplicity of using or putting yourself in their shoes as an educational exercise. Oh, want to see an art stream and Outer Wilds DLC. All right, so not a different puzzle game. All right. Well, I'm interested in doing an art stream, so I think tomorrow we might do the art stream that I was planning on, and getting milk and a couple of gifts, you know, making some shit. So, if you guys want to know, I had a couple of ideas in mind. I was trying to think of what sort of emote would be cool for a gift for Milkblade. I was just staring at his mask for a little bit, and I realized his mask is very skull-like, so we can go in kind of a mask or a skull direction. We have basically face, skull, and mask kind of options that we can do. So one idea I had was just sort of a spicy sort of thing, where I just kind of split the jaws of his mask, and we put a little rose in there. And, you know, and he's just being a saucy Milkblade, you know? Yeah, Sans or Papyrus. I kind of showed in the Discord that idea of just kind of doing the Sans face, having him framed by the bones of the attack, giving him the glowing blue eye. It would be cringe as shit, but it would also be hilarious. Yeah, and also you can go Papyrus. Another thing I was thinking of was actually kind of looking up, Day of the Dead face painting stuff, you know, where people make their faces look like the very colorful skulls. I could definitely put like a hat and do some painting on Milk's mask. You know, get a Day of the Dead Milk mask going. It would be kind of cool. Curious what you all think. Are you curious about what happens when you die without the time loop being active? Yeah, I guess I don't actually have to supernova. I can't think it's 3 a.m. That's fair. Yeah, I figured. All right, I just wanted to check that. That's just what I wanted to check. Oh man. Ah. Well, now you know what's causing the loop then, and if it's caused by a device. Oh. What do you think would happen if you turned off time loop? Like, there's a part of me that thinks maybe you shouldn't. The sun blowing up and all. Then again, who wants to spend eternity? Okay. I'm trying to soften the blow and explain the concepts relating to all the very recent UFO, UAP news and all the info that has come up in the past few weeks, trying to ease all the scary sensationalism and walk through the whole process in a way that is easy to understand, using lots of self-awareness, experience, and tools to explain that while it may be actually terrifying to encounter something new, I mean, ultimately, I don't think we're actually being visited by a hyper-intelligent alien race right now. The truth is, any sign of an hyper intelligent alien race, or like an like an alien race capable of reaching the technological abilities to reasonably cross the distance, even from us to our nearest star to us, assuming there's a planet around it, the levels of heat and signals that would be given off by a planet would be almost immediately detectable by our level of telescoping and imagery that we have. That ultimately we would detect a spacefaring race long before they could reach us, especially if it turns out that FTL travel is physically impossible, which seems the most likely conclusion at this point. That ultimately everything is going to have to be sublight speeds, at which point it would essentially be just impossible for us to be unexpectedly visited by an alien race. We're either alone in the universe or we're not, and both possibilities are... I mean, I love the Fermi paradox. The Fermi paradox is definitely my absolute favorite, like, science theory realm. There are so many things I love about that. Let's see here. Unless things go hostile right off the bat, that we actually have a really good chance of being friends because of the very human trait of pack bonding. We ultimately just want to be friends with things, be that a dog, a Roomba, or a plushie. Humans bond with things. If we don't wipe ourselves out, we definitely want to be buddies with them. We definitely have humans, uniquely, even amongst animals on Earth, have a uniquely hyperactive bonding ability. It's something that's very weird and has worked out for us, but is so fucking weird. Like, there are animals that have adopted the young of other animals or just deal with other packs and the like, but humans weirdly relate to other animals in a way that just isn't something that is observable at all. Friendship is an evolutionary adaptation. It is mind-blowing rabbit hole. I agree. So if you guys want to know some interesting, just like psychological theories about technological aliens that we expect, isn't that just empathy? Not necessarily empathy. It's at least sympathy. You don't need to be empathetic about something to what is the word? What is the word when personify? To personify it. Like what's the quote? Humans are strange. If I hold up this pencil and I tell you guys its name is Bob, and then I snap it in half, just for a second, you feel bad about what just happened to Bob. And that's weird. That is very weird. Yeah, empathy and friendship are very different concepts when nuance is applied. But, yeah, exactly. You just murdered Bob. Anthropomorphize? I think that might be it. But okay, I'm sorry. I got off topic again. But what's an interesting theory, an interesting idea around technological species is, in order to develop technology, there are some psychological traits that you need. There are some things that aren't uniquely human, essentially. That in order to develop technology, you need these things. The first is intelligence of a certain level, obviously. So any alien species, any technological alien species we discover, there is a minimum level of intelligence they would need to have. Second of all, is curiosity. Any creature without any level of curiosity is never going to explore and develop things. Technologically, they would essentially be permanently stuck at sharpened basic materials. Like, there's still like that level of technology you can hit without curiosity. But without curiosity, you're basically going to be stuck at the Stone Age. You're never going to attempt to even heat clay or pottery. So that's just where you're going to be. Also, thank you for that. Oh, shit, did I miss a gifted sub? Well, thank you as well. Yeah, I'm using all these principles to explain why I'm choosing to be hopeful about human and HI relationships. The third, and this is actually a very important one, the third is a concept of, what is it, delayed satisfaction, or at least the concept of investment. In order to produce and create technology, you need the mental ability to understand that if you dedicate resources to this now, you can get more resources from it later. And then the final one is some level of cooperation. In order for a society to be able to develop advanced technologies, you need people to get food for you so that you can focus on developing technologies. So there needs to be some level of cooperation. Now, obviously, you can achieve that last one with like a slaving society, technically, where you force others to cooperate with you. But that's still technically a form of cooperation and trade. All right, get yourself some sleep, Terramon. And those are just kind of the major psychological traits you need in order to be able to become a technology society. You need intelligence, curiosity, comprehension of investment, and cooperation. Now, obviously, these can go in many different directions. For example, imagine some sort of like egg-laying species that grows more intelligent as their brain develops, but starts off like as smart as a fish. So they lay like 1,000 eggs and then fuck off. And then whatever eggs like hatch and develop up to like 5 years old are now as intelligent as like a kid or whatever. And when they grow up to 10 years old, they're as intelligent as an adult. And then they become more intelligent. You would have a species that can become very, very intelligent, but is also inherently more individualistic. They're not super cooperative with each other. So it'd be interesting to see if something like that could develop advanced technologies. Now, they could obviously develop individual technologies, you know, the individual who survives through that whole process, if the species doesn't like have pack stuff, can still, of course, build basic tools for themselves to solve the problems they encounter. They can attack others of their species, steal their tools, or steal their knowledge. You would have a much slower technological development, but as long as they would interact, at least to steal from each other, you could see a very slow development of technology. So you could create a very hostile, hyper-intelligent alien race with the understanding of technology, but they still remain separate from their species as a whole and only interact when they're trying to steal or capture something. In which case, they would be openly hostile to humanity when they interact with us, but then you also have a lone individual trying to steal from humanity, and likely all of humanity cooperating to kill and steal from that guy. So, you know, obvious advantage to the pack animal there, but it's a way you can get there without cooperation, essentially. If anything, I'm choosing to believe that if UFOs and aliens are aware of us and interacting in some form, they're on the receiving end of an uplift scenario. One of my goals is to make you aware of your human-centric point of view and innate arrogance, and that maybe this isn't bad way for us to go if we can psychologically take it. Xenophilia is not off the table. Depends on if aliens are sexy. We could establish a consent, harkness sort of thing. Also assumes, though, that they won't try to destroy the technology of their competitors. True. But here's what I would say to that wacko, is inevitably, whichever one of them gathers resources, like technology, instead of destroying it, is going to do better. And all of the ones within their species that gather instead of destroy are going to collectively do better. So if you have millions of this species, and the percentage that gather instead of destroy tech are going to be better, it's just over time going to select for gathering the technology over destroying it. Now, again, it'll be very slow because technology will be destroyed by the ones that want to destroy it to make sure no others have it but them. But still, it's going to tend towards a collection of technology over the destruction of it. And we also got to learn not to assume that the actions of individuals do not speak for the actions of the whole. If a wildebeest gores you, do you hold it against that wildebeest or all wildebeest? Well, when you're looking at a species level, Spooky, if you're starting from 0 like you would with an alien, if one alien gores you, you now are aware that any member of that species can gore you. Doesn't mean they all will immediately, but you do have to take in the info that they can and may do that thing. Oh, also, since you deleted your save file earlier before you play the DLC, you will need to either replay the entire game and get everything in the ship log, or download a completed save file. What? Why? Oh, God, no. All right. Let's see. What else is really interesting? Kind of thinking about that. I guess also looking. Eric, you fool! You don't have to, but it would help a ton. That's interesting. All right. Let's hear what else. What else is interesting? Kind of Fermi paradox stuff. Yeah, no, wait. I have to actually look this up. How old is our universe? $13 billion years old. Let's see here. How old is phosphorus? So we're what? Okay. So let's use some fun little math here, and I'm going to tell you guys my favorite theory about the Fermi paradox, or basically why we haven't found anyone yet. I am personally a prescriber to a combination, obviously, but my top belief is early arriver. I believe humans are relatively early arrivers in the cosmos, essentially. All right, there's a YouTube video on the Fermi paradox. I've seen a lot of them. I'll see if that's a new one to me. So, right now, our universe, as far as we can tell, from the point of the Big Bang till now, is about 14 billion years old, with an uncertainty of about 200 million years. So, within a billion years easily. About 14 billion years old. Earth has existed for, I think, 4 billion? How old is Earth? Yeah, Earth, not even since Earth was cool and had life on it, just Earth as a planet is about 4 billion years old. So 14 billion years, 10 billion years pass from the beginning of time as we know it. And Earth has finally formed. 4 more billion years pass. and we have human society. So that is a time scale to work off of. Now, intelligent life can develop faster than that, but if we accept that humans fall within the range of how long it takes life to develop on a planet that can support it and already has all of the materials to support it, which we know for a fact Earth was. Starting at 14 billion years, if we just take 4 billion years, that gives us, what, three Earths of time? Like 3.5 Earths of time for life to have formed. But we have to take into account something else. When the universe started, we didn't have all this complicated gunk flying around. Fucking carbon, oxygen, fucking how many neutrons and protons is that smashed together? That's hard. That's so fucking hard to get and make. Phosphorus, as far as we know, one of the most important energy storing components in all living things. Phosphorus didn't come about early on. Initially, the only things the universe had was hydrogen and helium. And hydrogen and helium condensed into stars, really big stars, that then turned them into some basic metals, and then they blew up and threw those metals out. And then some of those metals got sucked into other stars and made even more complicated metals, and then they blew up and boom, 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 boom. So the first few billion years of the universe could not have supported life as we understand it. It didn't have carbon. It didn't have oxygen. It didn't have water. It didn't have phosphorus or calcium or all the fucking bullshit we need. So you have to realize a massive chunk of time, at least a third of the time that exists, as far as we know, could not have had life develop. So what that means is, assuming the time it takes for a planet to form, assuming the time it appears to take for life to develop on that planet and then to develop into intelligent creatures, we are fucking shockingly early. Like, maybe there have been 8 billion years of time where there would have been the materials available to even start to do what we are. But you would need enough of those concentrated in an area for a planet to form that has all of the materials you need on it. We are so shockingly early to time that if you were to look at a 24-hour clock, so if you were to look at a clock starting at midnight, Earth would form at about 4 p.m. And then humanity would arise a few seconds before midnight. This is just why I believe in the early arrival theory. I think humans are honestly shockingly early. There is a big chunk of time. There's enough time, I think, for another species to have arrived before us. I think there's just enough time for one to arrive before us. But if life's arrival is rare, think great filter levels rare, like fucking 1 in a trillion rare to emerge, then it's fucking insane to think one like us did emerge as early as we did. That's just kind of where I come from. I'm a big supporter of early arrival theory. And I also believe in great filter theory. I also think there's a lot of things like you need phosphorus and water and other things for life to form, and for them to all be in the right quantities on a active and Goldilocks zone planet is fucking rare, like really fucking rare. I also think the inspiration for life to then be able to create it with the methods it needs to continue to evolve beyond its initial state is extremely fucking rare. And also, one thing I think is very interesting, humans, we're a lot more intelligent than we need to be. Like, if you just wanted to make the apex predator of Earth, like, I think orcas, right? Orca intelligent is more than enough to fucking dogpile anything else on the earth. I don't know why humans decided to go to overinvest into this intelligence bullshit. You don't need this level of intelligence to outpredate everything else in your environment. You don't need this level of intelligence to make basic tools. Is the new meta, Eric. So I honestly think I don't know if there is evolutionary, like, exclusive reasons. Remember that we started out as a prey species? Not exactly true. We were prey, but we were not a prey species. We were opportunistic omnivores. That'd be like calling chimpanzees a prey species. There are things that prey on them, but they are not grazing on vegetables and being preyed upon. What I really think is, to get to human level of technology, I think is a random mutation that gets support. I think just through evolutionary pressure, I think orca level intelligence, like how everything evolves into crab, I think orca level intelligence is the peak of pure evolutionary pressure. Obviously, there's chance for mutation to go above or below that. But I think for just maximizing your survival on planet Earth, that's the most intelligence you really need to be apex. Oh, let's see here. We currently know of 11 different planets in a habitable zone around their stars in a general neighborhood, of which could have had life develop on them and could have created all the civilization that sent out probes to other habitable planets that reach us thousands of years after they disappeared. Yeah, and that's the other thing you have to remember is astronomy is history. Because of how far away everything is, any light you're detecting is fucking hundreds, thousands, millions of years old. The farther away you look in space, the farther back you're looking in time. And that's just the thing that really can fuck with you. Let's hear. Aliens arriving on Earth would be super annoying. Like, we normal people probably wouldn't be allowed to contact them, so it would only be experts and politicians and whatnot talking with them. It would be the biggest blue ball in history. Also, beyond curiosity, there's only really two reasons for one alien species to interact with another. And that is curiosity or destruction. Basically, fear. The fear that if another intelligent species rises, you'll have a competitor in the future, so you wipe them out as soon as you detect them. Or you're really curious about these new little things and you want to go see what they do. Because the truth is, if you're a spacefaring species, if you have the capabilities of moving between stars, you got all the fucking resources you need. You can make we can lab grow meat. We have 3D printers. We are not a spacefaring species. We don't need to find another planet with rare metals on it to replenish our metal supplies. It'd be easier to just harvest out the fucking asteroids or the gas giants or to figure out how to pull metals out of the sun than it would be to travel to a different solar system, harvest a planet with threats on it, and bring it back to our planet. Like, honestly, there isn't a resource in the universe that you're better off taking off of a hostile planet than just making yourself or harvesting from asteroids. I feel like if you're going for intelligence build, there's really nothing to do but get smarter. Our bodies are weaker, so we greatly benefit from our bodies are weaker is not actually because of the intelligence thing. The thing you have to remember is humans are actually, in one respect, more athletic than any other animal on the planet. We can, over a far enough distance, outrun anything. No other creature on the planet can control their internal temperature to the degree that humans can. Dogs have a small level of sweating and panting they can do. We can outrun them easily. Horses sweat a lot. They have really good... Humans can outrun horses eventually. Not many other animals can sweat. So I'm going to say, people like to say that humans are weak. That's because we didn't fight things. Not even when we weren't, like, making fucking bow and arrows. Like, just back when all we had was sharpened stick. We didn't fight things. We scared them and ran after them. And when they tried to lay down, we'd scare them again. And we'd run after them. If they tried to be a threat to us, we'd group up, all point our spears at it, and prod until it ran again. And then eventually, it would be unable to catch its breath. We'd walk up, put a stick through its head, and say, "Huh, I win." Yeah, and some creatures will actually just run themselves to death. Mostly, though, I think what we ended up doing is running them to exhaustion and then just pop in the head. You know, it seems a little bit more likely. But that's just the thing, is humans aren't weak. We're not built for combat because that's not how we hunt. Like, it wasn't we made guns and then we got weak. We outran things, so we didn't need claws. We ran things until they were exhausted, so we didn't need big muscle. It's a little, it's not entirely because of the smart stuff. I guess somewhere along the way, the universe soup said, yeah, these ones will explore the stars. Everything evolves into crab, sharks, and crocodiles that have changed much for almost as long as arthropods have existed. I know, it's just a funny thing, Spooky. I just love saying everything evolves into crab. It's fun. Think if Outer Wilds taught us anything, is that we shouldn't fuck with the sun. No, honestly, you can reduce the metal in the, like, it's about pulling the metals out of the sun. If you could figure out a way to, like, lift the metals out of the sun, that doesn't affect the sun. It'll reduce the mass of the sun, but if anything, that's good. You want your sun less massive, because that gives you more time before your sun explodes. And the sun doesn't use the metals for anything. The only thing the sun uses is hydrogen. So as long as you leave the hydrogen and you just get all the metals out of it, you're good. Let's see here. Think of how many high-quality swords we could make if we used the sun as the I mean, there's if you ever want, just look up sun lifting, and you can learn how 90% of all metals in our solar system are in the sun. Like, for as much as we have here on Earth, there's more of it in the sun. If you can get it out of the sun, that's fucking good. Like, so here's the thing. About 80 to 90% of all metals in our solar system are in the sun. Our sun is considered a high metallic star because about 1% of its mass is made up of metals. That's the thing to really think about, is how much of the fucking solar system's mass is just in the sun. If you introduced an alien to civilization to human cuisine, what would you choose? Alien? I don't know, honestly. Bread. I think like bread. Bread and butter. Like, if I was to introduce an alien to human cuisine, the thing that's like most encapsulates human civilization, I think would be bread and butter, yeah? Let's see here, I'd fuck the sun too. Oh, goddamn. I think of all the pizzas we could make with the sun. Well, no, the sun is metals. It'd be really hard to turn those into pizza, but I like the instinct, Spooky. Alaskan? Well, no, I'm just saying, bread and butter is like, gotta be the oldest, like, complicated food we got, isn't it? Right. The thing is, bread is, so the reason I go with bread and butter is because they're both made, you know? Rice generally is harvested and cooked. I guess if you went with like some sort of rice patty, it's just bread is, we grow a grain, then we process the grain into a new form. We get milk, and then we process the milk into a new form. It shows our, like, it shows off kind of the three major things that made human civilization: growing plants, raising livestock, and processing the goods into something. It's very simple, but also very complex. Yeah, let's get the aliens hammered. Oh, beer. Okay, you know, that's a fair one. If you're gonna go with one singular item, then I think beer could beat out bread for me. For if you want to do like oldest complex food, I can grant you that one. Though I don't know if that's what you really want to be the very first thing you give to an alien, is a mild poison. But I like the instinct. I like the instinct there. Just fucking make the aliens do crack. Here's the finest meal we have. Dishes up some fucking crack cocaine. oh, I'm sorry. Just say fuck it. It was to crack. Fuck it. Didn't work. Introduce them to human cuisine. I mean, I've never really cooked human. Hey, man, it's how to serve man, you know? How to serve man. But alrighty, y'all. I think we're basically at our time. Congrats, we beat Outer Wilds. We gotta have a convo about my opinion on it. We gotta talk about the Fermi paradox and human civilization and evolution. This is a good day. I like this. This is nice. Remember this topic for when I do an art stream. Get me going on this shit, y'all. I fucking love this shit. But, for now, I want to wish you all a great evening and a great fucking week. And hope to see you all just as soon as possible. But for now, I simply wish to see you all just as soon as possible. So, let's get ready to go. And do remember that I love you all. Four Loko! If any of you can fucking find me a Four Loko, I will hammer that shit. There is no more efficient way to get absolutely plastered than a Four Loko. But for now, let's get ready to raid, y'all. And I'm looking for propositions. Anybody got a raid message they want to suggest? What do you guys think? What do you guys want to do? Let's hear. What's floating list doing? Just chatting? We're going into a just chatting stream with floating list. Someone give me a raid message. Fucking go ham. First person to put up a message we'll go with, no matter how stupid it is. I'm giving you full leniency here. We fair beat that paradox. Aliens are... I didn't say the first one. So I'm gonna actually grab 2 of these. Let's see here. And we're gonna... What? Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Alright, y'all. Here's our raid message. It's so stupid. But I hope y'all are ready. Grab it and let's get ready to go. Alright, y'all. We're gonna be raiding in 5, 4. God, I love you, Fox. 3, 2. Let's go.